up, people? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a bit since I posted. I got a whole bunch of videos coming out. I got a lot of videos kind of concentrating on my vending machine, but to be honest, we got to get back to one of the main things that we talk about, which is the market. There's a whole bunch of people talking about Rarity Collection, Rarity Collection 2, and all the other stuff. So I kind of figured that, you know what? My first video is going to be me talking about things that are not really 100% Rarity Collection related, but eventually we will get into Rarity Collection. So if you like what we do here, please feel free to like and subscribe. If not, it is all cool. Still trying to get to 500 subscribers. Still going to do a giveaway. Still going to, still going to hold a special tournament. We're going to sponsor a special tournament at my locals once we get to 500. So help us get there. If not, it's all good. That's all out the way. Let's get into the cards. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon across the board is extremely expensive. Recently, I just picked up 2 copies of these cards, one super rare, one ultra rare, and I, the person was, I initially was like, oh yeah, I'll put it to the side, and then the guy was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get paid. I'm like, what do you mean you get paid? I picked out like 5 cards that aren't really worth too much. And then it didn't really occur to me that Black Rose Moonlight Dragon is actually going for $15. So yeah, for those 5 cards, the guy really did get paid. And I'm looking right here. You got the High Speed Rider super rare for like 15. The ultra rare for the Legendary Duelist Season 2 going for about $15.49. But I want to look at the manga promotional real quick. This one right here has just been skyrocketing. Started out here at $8, earlier in the year, and then now we're looking at $31.18. We're looking about a near mint limited for about $25, so about $25 for the original print of this card. Which, to be honest, if you guys know exactly why this card is kind of going up, let me know in the comments down below. But you got the Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, like a whole, it's kind of said was around the $3 to $5 range, and it kind of just shot up right here at almost $25, and now it's starting to come down. So now you can kind of get these the reprints for like $15. But like I said, if you want that original, you're paying $20 to $25. If you want the super rare, the ultra rare, you're paying around $15. I would just go ahead and get the ultra for about $15, $16. That'd be, like I said, unless you really don't care. But yeah, no matter what version you're trying to get, you are paying big money. So this card is probably going to be on the reprint block pretty soon. Trident Dragon is another card that I kind of expected them to put in Rarity Collection 2, just as something they would kind of shoehorn in. Some people say, well, Konami wouldn't do that so soon. Konami has a lot of this stuff kind of like planned out and like way ahead of time. So I really feel like they could have put Trident Dragon in Rarity Collection 2. If they would have released Rarity Collection 2 at the right time, which would have been at least a year after the first Rarity Collection, then we definitely would have saw this card in there. But that card, like I said, is missed the mark. We're looking at the ultra rare. So original ultra rare, we're looking at like the near mint versions. Here we go. English Damage at 81, Damage Unlimited at 100, moderate played first edition. We're looking at $100. So essentially, if you want like a beat up version of the original version, you're paying about $100+. And then you have the reprint, which is the secret version, where you're going to be paying closer to $90. Yeah, see, light played first at $89.99, light played first at $90, mod play $95, light play $98. So we're looking at about like $90 to $100. A lot of people are going to be valuing this card closer to the $98 to $100 price point, especially because we have a lot of competitive events and we don't know exactly where this card is going to come out. So if you are planning to play the deck, like I said, you should have been on it. You should have picked this up way earlier. But this is also one of those kind of like rando cards that kind of just sit there and it's like, it's going to suck for like 10 years and then out of nowhere it's good. But that's how Yu-Gi-Oh goes. So yeah, you just got to be prepared to pay that money. Forbidden Droplet, specifically the super rare from the 20th anniversary collection, I've noticed that this card has just started to skyrocket. You could get it for around $2. At lowest, you get it for like almost $2 flat. And then the past month and then this month, it has just started to skyrocket to around the $5 range. And right now we were looking at it $4.99 with the $1 shipping. We're looking at $5 for the super rare version of this card. Any other version is gonna start going up even higher. You got right here, you got the super rare for $5. The prismatic is about $6 to $7. Ultra rare is around the $5 to $6 price point. Secret rare from Brothers of Legend, it says $7, but it's kind of looking more than $10 price point. And the secret rare from the Rise of the Duelist is that solid $10 price point. So Droplet right now is extremely good. Not only is it good against Tenpai, but it's also good against anti-meta Floodgate decks. Personally, that's what I play right now, and I find that the main card that I'm really afraid of is Forbidden Droplet, because like sometimes like they could use Lightning Storm, Evenly Matched, Harpy's Feather Duster, Raigeki. Those cards I have solid responses to, not only in my main deck but in my side deck. But Forbidden Droplet, it really depends on what they send. Like if they send a trap card, then I can't, you know, negate it with a Solemn Judgment. If I don't have the appropriate trap card to kind of protect myself, then they are essentially going to completely break my board and completely leave me in a position where I can't do anything. So just from playing anti-meta, I really see how powerful Droplet is. And on top of that, it is one of the best cards to use against Tenpai, because you sit there and, like, you know, they go into the battle phase and they try to sit there and do their thing, and you just tell them no. You just say, yeah, nope, I'm going to go ahead and damage Cal, negate your effect, and, you know, cut your attack in half. And as long as they're attacking to a monster, 9 times out of 10 they're going to lose their monster, and that's going to be it for their turn. So Forbidden Droplet being one of those, like, not only good tech cards but good main deck cards that kind of, you know, for this format, completely makes sense why this card has more than doubled in price. And there's a whole bunch of versions of this card, so it shouldn't be too crazy to obtain. Blackwing Full Armor Master is another crazy one. Blackwing, I wasn't like 100%. I wasn't 100% on Blackwing Full Armor Master, but then I kind of like looked at everything and kind of looked at everything and saw how things were kind of like playing out. And it looks like Blackwing Full Armor Master is starting to kind of go up. You got the ultra rare from, like, you know, like the Legendary Duelist, you know, like White Dragon. The ultra rare from, you know, from the Crystal Revenge. Those are pretty low. But the secret rare, the original print, is still climbing up. At one point he had it at $3. It went all the way almost to $4, and it's kind of coming down to around the $3.35 kind of mark. But to be honest, you could pick up this card right here, right now, like $1.99 with the $1 shipping. After these two are gone, we're looking at about $2.49. So you're looking at a solid $3 to $4 for the original print. If you have any of these laying around, I would get rid of them soon rather than later, because it seems like it's kind of going up because there was a player that was using the Blackwing strategy as, like, you know, as like a, you know, as something to kind of catch people by surprise. But the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is, once you're caught by surprise once, it's hard to catch you by surprise the second time. So I would just get rid of my Blackwing Full Armor Master sooner rather than later. Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon, is another card that I completely was off my radar until my friend opened up a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh mystery boxes and kind of got one of these in their bulk, and I was like, oh, this is in bulk, it's probably worth like 10 cents. No, it is worth around $5. So like the Battle of the Legend Chapter 1 ultra rares are worth around $5, and the secret rares are worth around $18. To be honest, like I said, the secret rares, the ultra rares are around $5, but if you have the, you know, the original print, it's been doing nothing but go down, to be honest, ever since Dragon Link kind of got its big hit. But if you kind of go past the Dragon Link getting its hit, the card is still broken. Like it still really facilitates a lot of crazy dragon strategies. So I'll kind of like keep my eye on it. If this kind of drops to 15, I might start picking up a couple playsets of this card, because like the dragons are a deck that like that dies with one win, but then it revived with like another win. So even though Dragon Link right now doesn't seem like it's too crazy, eventually Dragon Link will come back, and then it will be, you know, better than ever. So Chaos Emperor Dragon, if you have these and you don't want them, get rid of them. But like, to be honest, if you want to invest, I would kind of hold off on, especially the ultra rare ones. King Tiger Wangu. This card right here is during windup format just killed my soul. Every single time that someone summoned this on me windup format, especially before I understood card interactions, and like before we had kaijus and before we had a lot of like board removal, this right here would just spell the end for me. And right now it's not that it's the same case, but depending on the deck you play, if you want to just stop Purely, if you want to stop Florent Rees, or if you have like I said, you have that one guy that's just playing Bird, King Tiger Wangu is an extremely good countermeasure to that. There's a lot of versions of him out right now, and there's also a super rare version out from the, you know, OTS tournament pack that's around $1. But the one that's really expensive is the champion pack version. So this, at one point it was like super high, it started to come down, but it's still around the $7 price point. So we're looking at Light Plate, Unlims, $3.49, Modern Replay $3. Once this is gone, we're looking at about a solid $5 card. So if you want the common, the original the original high rarity champion pack common version is around $5, but I would just get the super because the super is going for like $2 to $3, and I would just, like I said, King Tiger Wengu is extremely underrated, and I wouldn't be caught without him. Nightmare Pain from Phantom Nightmare is a card that initially I was like, oh my god, it's $3, that's crazy. But that was a while ago. I totally forgot that, the meta happens, and it has kind of shot down into the $2 range. We're looking at near mint first ed 160, 179, 180. So we're looking at like 180 with the 120 shipping. So maybe like $2 to $3 price point, depending on the vendor you're messing with. Like most vendors will probably might consider around $2, but if you're just buying this card by itself, you're probably going to be paying $3 for this card. The Yubel strategy is extremely good. Unless you're playing the deck that I'm playing to where you just stop special summoning period, it is very hard for you to sit there and play around the kind of boards they put up, because not only do they use the Unchained and Fiend strategy to get like the Unchained monsters to be able to use your cards as like link material, they're also able to use the Nightmare and Yubel cards to sit there and put you in a position where not only are you susceptible to link monsters, but you are susceptible to be getting fusioned off. And using your monsters as material is way more broken than a lot of people kind of give it credit for. So if you have these laying around, just know that they are like $2 to $3 right now. If you want to trade them, I would trade them for around $2 in value. If you want to sell them, I'd sell them for $3, maybe like maybe $7 for the set, because this is something that like I found that I had a couple of copies of, and I initially thought I had none. But you should look into your bulk, and maybe you might have some of these, because originally Yubel wasn't the biggest strategy, but now a lot of people are starting to pay attention to it. And the last card we're going to talk about is Yubel the Loving Defender. I understand that Yubel has a little bit of a better fusion monster that they just released, but this one right here is one of the OG Yubel, one of the OG new Yubel support cards that I feel really set the deck and put it on a different level. The fact that there's just one Yubel monster, it doesn't have to be Yubel itself. You could use any Yubel monster, and 1+ effect monsters lets you break the entire board. At one point it was going for like over like $24, $25, but right now we're looking at it $13, $12 with the $1 shipping. So we're looking at about $13 for this card right now. A lot of this stuff has gone down, but to be honest, I wouldn't give up the opportunity to buy this stuff now before it potentially goes up, because it's probably not going to get a reprint. So if in the next format Yubel becomes an extremely crazy deck, you are going to be priced out of this stuff. So pick up Yubel now before it gets crazy if you plan to use it. If you have it now, I would probably hold on to it and see where it goes. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.